Wonderful fellow. I got on real well with old Jock.
Louis used to tell me that you could always tell how Jock McHale was going because he had a felt hat, didn't he? Used to wear a felt hat almost all the, normal.
They always wore felt hats.
Well, that's right.
Well, yeah, that's right.
And if he took it off and he started to screw it up, Louis said, don't go anywhere near him, because he said Jack Regan one day had a shot when he was playing in the forward line and he missed. Just at the end of the game, he walked in.
Had the hat
and Jock McHale had, and he's turned the hat around like that. and Jack Regan went up and said, I'm sorry, Mr. McHale, I missed that shot. He said, go and throw yourself in the so-and-so river down there.
I liked old Jock. I remember when I first went down there for my first game, I went over towards the toilet and Jock followed me in and he just got me in a corner where I couldn't go past him, and he really dressed me down what I had to be to become a Collingwood footballer. And I think it was, it was
a great lesson.
I look back, it was a great lesson.
So did you see the great John Wren as well? We hear stories about John Wren being a close friend of Jock McHale's, and he'd always be down in the rooms, and if you played a good game, there might be £5 or something like that.
What it was, if we had a good win, like against Geelong, which we had a few, and £5 would come in for each player in the Provident Fund. That's right. Yes. Well, then, as the years went on, and the longer you played at Collingwood, your Provident Fund built up quite good. But there was a clause in that Provident Fund which affected me when I went to Footscray. The clause was that if you went to another VFL club, you lost your Provident Fund. So,
you have to play 50 games in 5 years to collect it.
That's right.
In the first instance, the Provident Fund.
Yes, you had to play at least 50 games.
Yeah. 52, did you play in the losing grand? Who beat you in 52 when you were at Collingwood? I think you were the full
Geelong.
Bobby.
Hey, Geelong.
Bobby.
Comfortably.
You played full forward in that grand final for Collingwood.
That one I did, yes.
And a lot of people thought maybe you were a scapegoat because you lost the grand final, and then the following year you found yourself with the Bulldogs.
Yeah, well, I think, it's like any losing grand final. I think they got to sort of
they
can give the flick to you. But I was going all right at that time, at that stage in the final series.
Did you play on Bruce Morrison?
I went to the grand final as full forward, and I'd never played there before, and it was only just a lumbering ruckman, and yes, I was on Bruce Morrison that day. And
he's a good player, wasn't he?
He was a good player.
Yeah, very nice player.
I was relying heavily on the ball to come down high and marking over Bruce, but I don't know what happened. They were all very low that day. So I think this bloke was caused a lot of trouble too,
So who told you at the end that your career has come to an end at Collingwood? Who was it, the coach or one of the committeemen? Or you just knew yourself, you just wanted to move on?
No, Tony, all you knew was in the paper. It was just printed in the paper, that's all.
Well, that is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. That's how they done it.
So was Jock still coach, or was Fons Kine taken over?
Fons Kine was
so he never spoke to you? He didn't say, listen, Harvey, thanks for everything. Thanks for playing the grand final for us at full forward.
Oh, no.
Now we're going to get rid of you?
Fonzie and I got on quite well.
But he didn't speak to you, though?
But no. Actually...
read it in the paper?
Yes, I did. I read it in the paper.
But
one of the...
That's tough.
One of the strange things that on the Sunday night when they were making the lists out after the last practice match, Sid Coventry was president at the time, and Sid said, well, I'd like to be as sure as you were getting the game next week, because, built up my hopes.
Yeah.
But, I'd done all the hard work that summer, so it didn't sort of worry me. I found another club in Footscray.
Was there any financial inducement, A, to come to Collingwood in the first place, and B, then when you went across the Footscray? Was there anything at all? Did you get something in your hand, or a kit bag, or something?
Just me fares, Bob, that's about all.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
That was it?
Yeah. They helped me towards, I put a deposit on a car, and they helped me a little bit that way,
But you had to pay it back.
Different one said to me, I got a car out of Footscray. But the thing is, I put a deposit on a car and it took me 4 years to pay it off.
So you found yourself at the Bulldogs in 1953 and you obviously played fantastic football because you won the best and fairest for the Bulldogs in 1953. Then it went into the 1954 season, which is the most famous in the history of the Bulldogs. How did Harvey Stevens feel running out in the grand final? And also, is it true, the story, that you nearly missed the grand final?
Oh yes, what happened there, I just got down to the ground and found that when I went to the boot of my car to get me gear out, I lifted the bag out and I thought, this is a bit light, you know, and looked in, I'd left my boots at home, so...
Didn't have boots started.
Well, you see, I took size 12, 12 and a half, and you couldn't...
No one could make them up.
Yeah, there was no chance of getting them in those days. I mean, today you could probably walk and they'd have spares.
Well, everyone's got 6 pairs.
So you parked your car at the MCG.
Yeah.
Looked in the boot, no boots.
No boots.
So what
Asked
did
the
you do?
parking attendant, would he save a spot for me? That's about the next move I made. Then off back to where I lived and...
Back to Reservoir? Huh?
Yeah, back to Reservoir.
You're kidding. At what time would that have been? It would have been about 12 o'clock.
Oh, it was later than 12, I think. It was,
You got there half an hour before
We get
the
a
game.
ticket.
We didn't
you get
start-
a speeding ticket, Harvey.
No.
You going quick hard, were you?
There was no speeding tickets those days. There was a few red lights though, Bobby.
So you went back home, and where were the boots? Did you leave them at the front doorstep or something like that, or back doorstep? So you picked up your boots and then just got back to the ground. When did you get back?
Well, see, I was working like on the Saturday morning, you know. I was in the
You
butcher.
worked Saturday morning before
I was
the
in the
grand
butcher.
final.
Before the grand final?
And,
Working for the
yes.
Yeah, you used to work.
Yeah, at least.
What, chopping
Oh,
meat?
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I started
Chopping a few,
yeah, about 5:30 in the morning. I started that morning. Well, yeah, that was the trade in those days.
That's right.
That's how you
If he got the boots, but he bought a leg of lamb with him, did he?
Now, excuse me saying this, Harvey. Were you married?
It's amazing.
Oh, yes, I was married, Bob.
What'd you say to your wife? You forgot to put me boots on.
No, I didn't say that, Bob. She said, what are you doing home? Because those days, you know, our wives didn't get tickets to go to
They didn't go to
No, that's right.
They didn't get a ticket. You didn't go to the grand final.
No, their wives didn't get to. It was, I think it was Neil Mann at Collingwood that
This is unbelievable.
complained a lot about their wives.
Yeah.
you know.
I tell you what, there would have been a lot less fights if it had gone in our time too, and the wives couldn't go.
Oh, it was a lot of fun though. That
That's
day,
right.
you know, it was terrific.
So Harvey, you got back from picking up your boots. Obviously, Charlie Sutton's in the rooms. Obviously, he's going to talk to players. At what stage did you actually walk in the rooms and say, I'm here, Charlie?
Well, I just, no, it was all rushed hair, that's all.
Yeah.
Got in the room.
The fella kept your car parked, did he?
We had a, oh yes.
I
that
kept
was
the
all
car
right.
parked, that was good.
Right by the exit it was. Run down to the ground. But no, it was all right. I got there in time in the end. And
What's your memories of the game?
memories of the game? Well, I think we got off to a pretty good start. I think that was one good thing about the game. The other thing is that I think we had the feel of the game by the third quarter, and I just felt confident halfway through the third quarter that we were going on for a win. That's just how it felt out on the ground. But then again, I'd been in many games where, you know, you can't be overconfident. But that day, I was very confident that we could get through. The boys all seemed to be playing well.
Yeah.
Jack was kicking our goals up on the
kicked
field.
7, didn't he?
Hollywood Jack.
Yeah.
Hollywood Jack, yeah.
And the Johnny Kerr was playing well, Raven, and you know...
Donny Ross playing then.
Donny was doing a good job in the
Yeah.
centre. We were getting the ball from the centre very well. We were, you know, getting the centre breaks very well. And
Was
Charlie
Wally
was
Donald
doing a
in the
good
back
job
pocket
there.
then?
Pardon?
Wally Donald in the back pocket?
Oh, yeah, Wally was in the back pocket.
Yeah.
yes.
The great Herbie Henderson at
Wally
fullback.
and Dave Bryden was
Yeah.
in the other back pocket up there, and Herbie
Yeah.
was full back. And Dave played a great game in the back line, and Alan Martin and Ted Whitman.
That was bad luck about Alan Martin just passing away
Last week, yeah.
Yeah, we lost him last week, Bob.
Yeah, that's right. He was a great fellow, Alan
We
Martin.
went up to Bendigo to him.
Yeah.
He was buried on Friday. It was very sad news.
Yes.
What about in the after the
Celebration.
game, the celebrations? Just a couple little things.
Tony, I thought you might mention that.
Drink, surely,
Oh, well, look, someone in the Sporting Globe on the Wednesday, you know, our Wednesday Sporting Globe there, they wrote that if you bring your glass out to Footscray if they win, on Saturday night there'll be free beer and there'll be, you know, as long as you've got your empty glass there. Well, the place was just, you know, it was a madhouse out there, and of course everything went to pieces really. And I think the players separated. We had a bit of a function at
the town hall, didn't you? Charlie put on the mayoral change, or was that another day?
No. We first of all we went to a hotel in the city there.
Yeah.
And we had a bit of a wasn't what you call a sit down lunch. It was just about what you could. And then we were.
You probably had some pies and parseys and some hot dogs, did you?
As I remember, it was a bit of soup and a pie or something like that. You know? But then we went out to the town hall.
That's right, yeah.
And when we got out to the town hall, all you could see from the balcony of the town hall was just a mass of people around everywhere. But it was we sort of separated after that. I think the microphone broke down a little bit too while Charlie was talking and introducing the players. But
did you get back to the rooms, the actual Footscray
Well, when we
rooms?
got back to the rooms, it was there was nothing much on there at all, because it was just a mass of people, you know, in on the ground and outside the ground. And wife and I, we finished up in somebody's backyard having
you
a
got
beer
to
over
wipe.
there.
You got to wipe to the celebrations.
Oh yes.
Oh, that
yes.
wasn't too bad.
Yes,
She didn't see the footy, but she got out for the celebrations.
Well, I had to pick her up between the hotel and the town hall.
Yeah.
Back to Reservoir again.
One of the highlights was when we went back to Reservoir, or it's actually just down a bit from Reservoir at that stage. We were living in
You didn't run out of petrol.
No, it was
between
just
Preston and Reservoir.
Just a short street we lived in, and all the neighbours and that they decorated our house and street and everything all up to, and it was, you know.
Well, that's
like
real
when we
spirit,
went back
isn't it?
there. It was real good.
That's real spirit, and that, you know, that the game needs those sort of things. There's no doubt about it. You know, I might be very old that, but you've got to have the supporters feeling for you, don't they? It's a marvellous thing.
What's it mean to you, Harv, being a member of the only premiership ever? I played at the club for 17 years, didn't get a chance to play in a grand final. But what's it feel to be a member of the only premiership the Dogs ever won?
Well, it's a good feeling. Like, Doug, we've been celebrating for, as you know, the past players. We just had the big one a while ago. But I think it's a team game, and Footscray, you know, it's a great club out there, and we've had many great players.
Great players, but not a lot of team success, have we?
And the team success has been lacking a little bit. Maybe we could have won 2 or 3 more premierships, but nevertheless, I think I would say we were just lucky that we were in one that, you know, that we got home, and you've got to have a little bit of luck as well as ability, I think.
Harvey, when you looked out from that town hall and you saw those sea of faces, I can tell you, my face was out there as a young 8 years of age.
Drinking tea.
We were there.
Yeah, with a little fella there.
There was a little fella there. I had my number 25 on my back. Because
And he was bald-headed then.
He was my favourite player. My mum and dad was there, and my godparents, and we were there. And I remember the big searchlights coming out from the town hall. It was just fantastic. Stay with us on the couch, because when we come back, Harvey Stevens will rejoin us, of course. First ruck in the Bulldogs, 1954 and only premiership side. Welcome back to Grumpy Old Man. Of course, we're still picking the grumpy team of the century up against the AFL's team of the century. 2 more players needed just for the interchange bench.
We got you in, didn't we?
Well, you did put me in. I didn't like being in because I didn't think I was grumpy. But I did find myself in the side. But Harvey Stevens is here to help us out, because he can go back over 50 years of grumpy Bulldog players and see if we can get a Bulldog player on the interchange bench. Who was grumpy?
What, as a player or
Just grumpy?
rover?
Smaller fella.
Charlie roved to me, and I tell you what, there was times he got very grumpy too.
Charlie Sutton.
Charlie
We better
Sutton,
write
yes.
down Charlie Sutton.
Yeah.
He was a pocket dynamo, Charlie, wasn't he?
What about Bissett? Harvey, Bissett?
Charlie Sutton.
Yeah, Georgie Bissett played later on, and
Big grumpy, Georgie?
Yeah. Oh, George didn't rove to me. He was a bit later.
he?
than
No, he
me.
didn't.
Yeah, he was a bit
What about
later
Charlie Pagnocolo? I played against Charlie.
He's a lovely boy,
Pagnocolo.
Charlie was. He's a lovely boy,
He's a
Charlie.
bit grumpy, wasn't he?
Of course he was. He was a bit
I'll
grumpy.
write down Charlie Pagnocolo.
Did he bring his ethnic food to the ground?
It was a great name, Charlie
Pagnocolo, that is sensational.
What about Flea Wayman? He was a pretty grumpy little rat in a flea.
Oh, yes. Well, we've got
You got
Billy-
Mad Dog. You got
Billy
Mad Dog
Dog,
Mule, haven't we?
Yes, he's on the bench.
Well, what about
Billy
the Angry
Dog,
Ant?
Who's that?
Tony Antrobus.
Oh,
Tony Antrobus.
President. Yeah, he's a great
Okay, Tony Antrobus.
you want the real one?
Yes, give us a real one, Bob. You can have the casting vote for the grumpy team of the century on the bench.
Paul Calorie.
He was my school teacher, he was.
Was he?
Yeah,
We used to throw the balls back at people standing near him.
Oh, he was a bit grumpy old kid. Did he count?
Well, he was vertically challenged, so he was a bit grumpy about that a lot of
That's
time.
right.
What are you saying? He suffered from the small man syndrome?
Yes,
Well, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Did he really?
Yeah, he was angry. He was
He
angry.
had to pole vault over the boundary line.
Pole vault.
Well, there it is. Paul Calorie on the interchange bench of the team of the century. It's a pretty good team too, the grumpy team.
Who was the bloke that he threw the ball at? Remember someone had a go at his teammate. His teammate went down, he grabbed the ball and he just throwed it in his face. Was it Wolsey? Robert
I
Wolsey?
think it might have been Robert Wall.
Yeah, angry man.
We've got a pretty good team. I'm not quite certain whether it's going to come up the grumpy team of the century, but it's a very, very strong team against the AFL team of the century. The reason why we're doing that, Harvey, is because none of us got in the AFL team of the century, so we thought we'd pick our own team of the century. Harvey, I want to ask you about this. You became captain of the Bulldogs, a bit like Barry Rawlings, who came from Hawthorn and captain Richmond. You came from Collingwood and became the captain of the Bulldogs. But then you got replaced as captain halfway through the season.
Yeah, what happened there, Kevin, there was a little bit of trouble with the coaching there with Charlie, and Charlie got the flick.
Who would have come in, Teddy?
That's when Teddy came in, yes, and of course then I was put back to vice-captain. But there was only a couple more games to go, you know. I thought we still had a chance for the finals at that stage, you know, and I think it was a little bit
Weren't you in the top 4 when Charlie Sutton got the sack as coach?
Yes.
What did he get the sack for, Hart? Sorry, why would he get sacked? Why would he get sacked?
Well, I'm not sure why he got sacked.
It's amazing.
I know, I was
four.
very disappointed with it at that stage. I don't like to see a coach sacked through any season, any coach, anywhere.
That's right.
But it was disappointing because from a lot of the players, I think, were disappointed. As you might know.
It would have been tough for Teddy, who was only a young player at
Very
the time,
hard on Teddy, yes,
to come in and be captain and coach and all of a sudden take over from the great Charlie Sutton.
That's right, yes.
What direction did your footy career take when you finished? Did you coach anywhere, or when you finished at Footscray? Sorry.
Yeah, I went up to Ballarat for a couple of years, Tony.
Okay. Did you coach up there?
You know, I was coaching East Ballarat.
Oh, East Ballarat.
East Ballarat, yeah.
Down on the Eastern Oval.
Yeah, down on the Eastern
Oval.
Your old hunting ground up there, mate.
Near the cricketers of beauty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Good money half up there, East Ballarat? Good.
Wasn't bad in those days.
What sort of pounds we talking? Like,
would have got paid more than playing for the Bulldogs, surely.
He left his boots home one day and he had to go right back from East Ballarat.
In the same car.
To the same car.
Same Holden.
What is it, a Holden?
No.
still driving up?
Still drive the same Holden?
We might get you a new one if you say up.
Oh, no, we've advanced a little bit from that. Mind you, I had it for quite a few years. No, I think it was a shame that Charlie had a go at that stage, I think, because, you know, there was a few players that the club lost soon after Charlie went.
Yeah.
I think it would have been better, probably...
a bad decision by the committee.
But why hasn't Peter come back to the club, Harv?
I think it come down to the administration at the time, you know.
What's up with Peter Box, Harv? Just a quick one. Sorry, Kev. Peter Box won the Brownlow in '56, I think it was. He hasn't been around the club, has he? What's happened there?
No, I think Peter was up the bush for quite some time, but Peter hasn't been around the club at all, you know, like...
Did he go to reunion? Did he come along to...
I struck Peter at Wally Donald's funeral a while back, and but no, Peter hasn't come back, and I'm not sure why, but...
Might be the second of Charlie Sutton.
Did you...
That is holding a grudge.
Yeah,
that is a 50-year grudge. That's a long time.
Yeah, well, I've been connected out there with the past players for quite some time, and it's a shame when, you know, when they don't...
The old players don't get involved.
That group of players that won the premiership, they're wonderful, close-knit of fellas, and you know, I think the past players' side of football, I think, is a good thing for...
Dougie's going back hard.
Well,
he's going to go back.
It's fantastic
we've got to
catch up with Harvey Stevens, of course. First ruck in the Bulldogs, one and only premiership side back in 1954, and there's an omen there. Whatever you do, don't leave your boots at home.
I don't know, I reckon it'd be a good trick.
And we look forward to your company next week when we look back to the good old days of AFL football.